It's week 3 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the 49ers and the Patriots coming up next.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might...
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
The numbers for Davis last week, 6 catches, 64 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now Jones. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Patriots are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Patriots defense.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Samuel.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
This defense for the Pats, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And Davis with it left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well
Point
done.
A, B, and C.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But they still...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Back to throw. Jones.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Room here to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
This is 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little bit of protection on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Mitchell. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now Jones throwing on first down. It's caught by Davis. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. It's a wind of it over. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Aaron Rodgers, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State, head down to Tampa, check on the Bucs. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Sam Howell, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. Pushing his way through. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy from the gun.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Jones. Powers through. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well.
Jones throwing to start the drive.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown.
Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks. So
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now an option play on second down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Well, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got to do it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 18.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
On 1st down, Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he will tackle right on the chalk of the 45. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Freeze the defense. We got to make a play here.
McCaffrey on the counter. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Now Jones.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Throwing Jones. Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. On play action, they'll throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Jones now on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got an NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrased that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, When guys get hot, get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And it's complete to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Jones throw there, hauled in by Claypool. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's going to throw it off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now
As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, it's Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus Jones picks it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out come the Patriots. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's Jones on first and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, first and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Once again, it's Mitchell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, where the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator,
You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And he fends him off.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.